Okay, I got to make this public service announcement all the time. It's driving me crazy, but I have to keep doing it. Do not listen to realtor, real estate agent, mortgage broker foolishness. Do not listen. When you hear these words, the market in Ontario is shifting. The real estate market's shifting. Might be time. Or you hear, well, looks like we've hit bottom. Or you hear, you should get prepared right now for a upturn in the market, in the real estate market, so you can jump right in as soon as you can. When you hear any of this stuff from the TikTok real estate agents, the Instagram mortgage brokers, please, it's still utter BS. No, it's not true, okay? Let's look at the facts. Yes, the Ontario real estate market is no longer at 30-year lows in terms of resale. It's no longer at the worst point it was ever been in people's memories, okay? It's not that anymore. But it's still 10 or 15-year lows in resale. It's still extremely slow. And by the way, new home construction sales at all types, like houses, semis, condo towers, you name it, are extinct. They are extinct. There is no GTA sales of any kind of new house. Like seriously, when you see them publish the numbers, it's like, oh yes, there were 500 this month. Well, wait a minute. Weren't 350 of them some condos that actually will get canceled and people will get their money back and nothing will really happen? Like, I'm serious now. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's essentially an extinct creature. The new home construction sale in the GTA, effectively, it's the dinosaurs. It's gone, okay? So it's still this bad. Why are people suggesting that the turnaround is just coming soon? I'll give you a reason for that. Because they're very, very hungry for business. They're starving. They are grasping at straws. But you can't blame people. Like, if you go to a barber and say, hey, think I need a haircut? You know what the answer is going to be. When you go to the nail salon and say, you think you could refresh these nails a little bit? You know what she's going to say? Yeah, honey, sit here. That's it. That's what you're going to hear. So look, it's just not, you shouldn't even get mad about it. But I am frustrated by it because it's just so obvious that things are going to get worse. Because the most crucial thing for any buyer any home buyer is this the right time? Now, for some, it is. Let's make this clear. For a small minority of people, it is the right time to buy because they just had twins, because they just got an inheritance, because they can't handle it anymore. And their kids are insisting that they get a bigger place. Like, there's so many natural reasons why people buy houses to move up or to get starter homes, whatever. So it looks like starter home buyers are really the only species that's still carrying on life in Ontario right now. So yeah, there are sometimes reasons to buy, and there have been we do mortgages for these people, 100% we do. But what I'm trying to explain is, if there's an expectation that this is the exact bottom of the market price and that it's just all up from here, and I'm going to make a killing, the answer is no. And guess what? Everybody who is an investor, who is actually the people who try to time markets and try to get involved when they think prices are going to appreciate, they are staying the fuck away. There are no investors buying homes. Yeah, there might be somebody buying a sixplex or something in a special circumstances, but no, that market is dead for investors. So what are we seeing? We're seeing the true story being that prices are still coming off. As a matter of fact, prices in some categories, in some regions, are coming off faster. There's part of the 905 that has been dropping steadily since the peak in March of 2022. But it's coming down faster. Parts of 905 are coming down faster. Peel is coming down faster. That's Mississauga, Burlington area. It's coming off quicker. Prices are dropping faster. So why is this, you say? Why wait till now? Because there's always a point of capitulation. There's a point when people say, I can't afford to keep this up any longer. There's a point where people say, looks like the rates are not going to plummet to 2%. Like, that ain't happening. And there's just this moment of stress where people give up and say, I got to sell. Now, we see that as a reflection of power sales, which are way up. It's not the end of the world yet. I don't want to suggest that to anyone. We've had worse power sales environments. I go back to 1989-90. We had worse power sales environments, but it's building. What I'm suggesting is prices are off for all those people. They're still coming down. Will they come down further? Probably yes. Probably yes, it will come down further. I mean, there is no sign that the Ontario economy is going to start picking up tremendously. I mean, it's just not there. Doesn't matter what Mark Carney says. Doesn't matter what Premier Ford says. It's not just starting to pick right up. It continues to gradually deteriorate, bleed jobs, and because of the tariff war, no real hope of a turnaround at any time soon. Like, there literally is none. That's the kind of business feelings we have in Ontario. And by the way, the unemployment in 416, the unemployment in Toronto, proves that to be true. It's some of the highest in the country. It's highest it's experienced in years and years. So what to think about? Look, if you absolutely have to buy, go ahead. But here's the places that are the worst of all. The condo crash continues. It's not stopping. It's just going to get worse. There's so many reasons. The vacation property, oh my God, like vacation properties, Friday Harbor, chalet, ski up vacation places, they are in a terrible state. There's hardly any sales, and whatever sales are at a low ball. Same for Cottage Country. Like, it's like gone. Like, it's just like closed for business in Cottage Country. There's hardly any sales, but whatever you see is a real substantial reduction. The 905 continues to deteriorate. So what I'm saying is, if your family needs require you to buy today, by all means buy, because it's not like you're buying in March 2022. That was like 23% ago, but and by region. So some are down 35, 40% in the worst hit regions. But understand this, in all likelihood, those prices will go lower. They will go lower on resale. There is no new construction, so that isn't even happening. And there's going to be a lot more pain before it finally turns around. And it ain't turning around next month. So no matter what you hear, no matter what stories you're told, no. The answer is no, not next month.